I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat from the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame, I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame, I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage, it's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Whole place, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame, I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame, I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage, it's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat from the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame, I don't wanna lose it. stage trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. Minds ain't really not tame. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. I'm a slave for you. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Whole place, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my devil, but I knew not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours. Standing killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. Minds ain't really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. I'm a slave for you.
When winter hits, you've got to be ready to storm through the most extreme winter conditions. Introducing the LARUE D Series 2-stage snowblowers, built to take on any challenge. Rise to the occasion with performance, efficiency, and precision with a choice of ribbon or dual auger conveyor. Select the optimal configuration depending on your work environment. 9 models ranging from 134 to 365 horsepower deliver precision casting combined with a solid stream, better handling, and a more stable ride thanks to unmatched power to weight ratio, and gained flexibility by side casting directly from the drum. The LARUE D Series has been designed to reduce operator fatigue, improve comfort, and lower your operating cost. Our LCD multi-language screen helps drivers operate more effectively and focus on the road, and enjoy better visibility thanks to an off-centered spot casting chute combined with an angled hood. All this, plus an optional wireless system to facilitate pairing with your wheel loader. Get the job done with our unique safety, design, and productivity features while experiencing virtually no downtime. Accomplish more by choosing among our many options available to meet your snow removal needs. Hydraulic tilting chute, enabling faster and safer unclogging. Telescopic chute extension for easier truck loading. Steering vane to help maneuver in and out of snowbanks. And LED lighting package, giving you a better view during nighttime operations. Experience ease of use and ease of service so that you can focus on the work at hand. featuring proprietary safety bolt designs so that operations will run smoothly without damaging main components. Gain easy access to hydraulics and engine compartment. Boost the productivity of your snow removal operations with performance and efficiency. Storm through with LARUE.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live in the charge. We'll count down to green action here, live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We appreciate everybody being out there and showing their support. It is that time of the night where we get into the GT3 series here, presented by LARUE, the best in commercial snowblowers. You're going to find them at LARUE. Make sure you check them out. Check out the links in the description. You're gonna love them because I tell you what, if you have a commercial property out there, that's one of the great things about LARUE is they're gonna be able to take care of you. They got a solution for everybody. It's gonna be insane. We had a little bit of drop frames in the early portion of this one. We're getting all that stuff worked out. Thank you very much to everybody being out there again. We should be good to go. We should be. We'll say that. Getting everything all figured out. Gotta make our system as good as it can be. Tonight, we're going to run, normally they run about, 30 or so minutes. Tonight, we're going a little bit longer. It's going to be an absolute blast. Mr. Van Ness, much love to you. I appreciate you being out there, sir. It is the LARUE Week 8 Daytona International Speedway, the road course, 3.54-mile lane track. A ton of entertainment to be had. 81 degrees on the track temperature. They're going to run the nighttime course, so we're going to see some headlights. We're going to see some nighttime racing at Daytona on the road course series, so you're going to be able to get used to this because the Rolex 24 is coming up very soon, and this is going to be a great practice for a lot of these drivers, but also be able to count towards that final championship run for these drivers. 60-minute race tonight, 70% fuel on the limit. Unlimited tires, 79 degrees on the air temperature, 61% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and 7-mile-an-hour wind. Making a Sim 500 for having us on board this season for the GT3 series. Every one of these drivers are absolutely amazing. Every one of these drivers have a lot more talent behind the wheel than I do, that's for sure. iRacing, the platform for sim racing, it is what you need to do is go out there. Go to iracing.com. Make sure you sign up today. What a great day it's been. We had some streaming out there. Music loud, voices quiet. Hey, I appreciate it, program. And that's YouTube's audio. That's not mine. So again, thank you very much for the feedback. But that's YouTube's audio. That is most definitely YouTube's audio. I hate to be that guy. YouTube's compression does that with that music. I haven't changed anything when it comes to the voice. So if something was a little bit louder there, YouTube's doing their weird compression thing again. Starting grid for tonight's race, Kevin King is going to be on the pole. He does have multiple wins on this series. Justin Fuller's going to be your outside pole sitter. William Amshoff's going to be there with Groovy to his outside. Martell's going to have Robert Friery there to his outside, row number 3. Bruce Silva's going to be out there with Corey Wolf. Edward King, Jonathan Schweikhart's going to be out there as well through row 5. Thank you, Mr. Pro. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. I do appreciate the feedback. I always like to know these things so that way I could just take a look and look off to the left, and maybe it's a mic placement, maybe it's those things like that. 6th row for you on the inside. We're going to see Rich Slavely to your outside. Let's move down the rest of the starting grid here for you. EJ O'Rourke's going to be out there with Mike Robinson. I'm sorry, Robinson. I said Robinson last week. I do apologize. Mike Robinson there in row number 7. Jason LePan's going to be out there with Glenn Campbell in row number 8. Chi Kuba's going to be out there with Nelson Rivera in row number 9. Row 10, Bobby Wetzel and James Smith all the way through row 10. That's going to be 20 drivers in tonight's race. James Smith not starting the race, it looks like, so we'll be looking for the top advantage. I appreciate it. I really do. See, now that I've moved the mic, it's I'm really loud. So hopefully we'll dial it back, and we'll try to make sure we do what we can here to make sure things are working properly. Let's make sure that we have no filter issue, maybe no updates. Hey, little noise suppression should go a long way for sure. You're going Campbell. I like it. Mr. Van Nest. Hey, Mr. I will tell you that Mr. Mandaru got a hold of me earlier. And thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, they're ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's do our thing. We're going to have some fun. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, pace car's in. We're ready to go. Let's do our thing here at the Daytona Road Course. Go to pattern. Let's get at her. Green flag. One hour. Kevin King, turn 1, busy already. Turn 2 here to the left-hander. Sweeping right for turn 3. Back to the left-hander for turn 4. Turn 5 is going to be the right-hander. You're going to see right here as the drivers roll out of the corner. Turn 6 up into a flat portion of the racetrack. Turn 7 is going to be a left-hander coming up down this long straight. G having an off track. Hold on to it, G. Kevin King in a Porsche today. Dog leg up to the right-hander right here. Let's go from the Wedgie Bird. All the way out of the corner. We'll pull up the track map for you so we can see what these drivers are doing. And of course, and always, we love to see what these, what the racetrack is doing as they come around. Up to NASCAR, turn 1. It's the reference for most of the drivers out there, most of them, at least for me. Out of NASCAR, turn 2, speeds are going to be in excess. Well, let's just face it, they're going to be fast. They're going to be rolling down to the back straightaway, the back chicane. Coming up, you got to hit it flat. And that's exactly what Kevin King does. Justin Fuller's going to be in tow. Fuller had a second place finish last night. An absolute blast to watch him run a little hoonigan Ford Mustang action. Kevin King in the Porsche trying to maximize a full second lead right now as they continue to press forward. Every one of these drivers getting busy. Well, you know, all the fine viewing pleasure here as they continue to press forward. Kevin King, a 1.4 second deficit so far to Justin Fuller. Tires are going to be a big push. Amshoff pushing to the inside. Drivers out of the back straightaway. I tell you what, some of the corner action here has some of that audio all jacked up in my headset. One thing I will say is that we did lose I did lose my right side of my headset today, so I'm gonna have to do something about that a little later on this evening. All right, Justin Fuller behind Amshoff. Amshoff had a great qualifying lap and was very close on time when it comes to what the drivers were doing earlier. Kevin King, a 1:44.99, the fast lap so far. Get 70% fuel. These drivers are going to be able to pit. I'm wanting to say they're going to be able to pit a couple of times here tonight, and it's going to be important because the racing surface is going to dynamically cool. We'll see the headlights turn on all these cars. Ruby's going to be back here. He's going to be trying to work his magic today as well. 1:45.83 his lap as they continue to press on. Here's we're 4 minutes into this race. Biggest mover of the race so far, Bobby Wetzel and his Mercedes AMG. It's a beautiful looking paint scheme on that one. I like it. Come on, Bobby. It's going to be up 3 spots. Koshersberger having it off track in his BMW. A couple of McLarens out there. Mike Robinson, the smooth one. I think his nickname is Smooth Criminal right now. Oh, Smooth Operator, not Smooth Criminal. Smooth Operator. We like it. Metal's Dragon, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Full send, right? That's the way we look at it. Kevin King rolling. Currently a race leader. We'll see what his time's going to be like here. 1.6 and closing in is going to be William Amshoff, part of the LARUE eSports Racing Series. Giving us a like and a share out there as well. So did Mr. Van Ness. Baji, thank you for the gifted sub earlier again. Once again, thank you very much. I appreciate you as always. Kevin King, your race leader. Evan Amshoff close in the course here. You got to be mistake-free. Justin Fuller closing in. Fuller just ran his fastest lap of the race so far, 1:45.27. Controlling the pace, and there's lots of places that if you are not good in the short shoots, well, then you're going to be able to try to find your way some speed, find yourself some speed. There's Bruce Silva back here with the Dog Box Racing Group. We appreciate it. Where's Chi? Chi's back here in her She's back here in her, that's Diesel TTV out there for those who don't know. Diesel's out there running the old Corvette. Glenn Campbell and his vet as well. Working. The number one fan of Dog Box Racing is here. I like it. Welcome in. They're out there rolling. Great, good timing, right? Good timing. Persuadely's going to be up 1. Driving his McLaren. EJ O'Rourke is going to be up 3. One of the Mercedes AMG as well. GT3 series here. Absolutely a blast. Matt Martell's going to be up 1 in his Porsche. Ruby's going to be off 1. Again, the Mustang's trying to close back in the pace. 1.5 second deficit between the leaders. It's a 1:45 flat for Kevin King. Is pretty much what he's ran. He's only separated himself by 1/1000th of a second between the laps. So, 1/100th of a second for the lap. So that's pretty darn fast. He ran 1:44.99 for his fast lap. Last lap 1:45 flat. This time by, we'll see how they work. 1:44.97. Amshoff ran a 1:44.08. So these drivers will try to maximize the performance out of these Porsches. A little overhead look at what this one looks like. And Kevin, ooh. She sounds pretty. Little rumble out of it. Where's Progar? There he is, Progar. Let's go, buddy. He's driving a Gulf livery. It's my favorite livery in all of racing. There he is, rolling hard. Man, oh man, some of these camera angles are just an absolute blast to watch. Here's what the backstretch chicane looks like as they get into NASCAR Turn 3. The Rolex 24, we will be a part of in some form or fashion. Last year we called 2 of the 3 days of racing. You know, we'll be able to do that just again this time, this season. That's one of the things that I like being a part of. You can't knock it, right? Progar getting into turn 1, off 1 from the start of the race. He's going to be able to maximize. He'll get, I have a feeling Progar might be just feeling out the track. He's only 6/100ths a second off of his fastest lap right now. Kevin King, 1:44.93, getting a little bit faster every lap. We'll see what William Amshoff's going to be doing here as they continue to press. Good opportunity for everybody to give themselves a good look at the racing surface as M Shop rolls here at 9:40 of the 1 hour mark. Next week, this series is going to Road Atlanta. The full race course is going to be showing up, and possibility that I actually might be able to make that race, depending on what is going to happen this weekend. Our dirt series is supposed to start has some pro qualifier drivers that are going to miss that. So we want to make sure that we were able to call all the races that we do. She having an issue? No. Oh, just looped it around. No. I think she said nope. Kevin King. 2 seconds the gap between he and Imshoff as the Porsches look pretty darn good. Martell's going to be in third. Gruby back in fourth. Justin Fuller back to fifth. We'll see how these Mustangs fare out as they continue to move on. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I was getting ready to look at the points. Kevin King right now, 576-point lead over William Amshoff, second of the point standings. Schweikart's third in the point standings. Got himself a big move. Gruby, who is looking for a win out of this one, has been close several times. Martell has 2 wins on this series. Kevin King looking for his 6th win, has 5 so far. So keep them in your mind. Keep them on your brain. The top 3, other 1, 2, 3, other than Schweikart back here up 1. Diesel, welcome in. Thanks for 2 months.
Car felt awful. I felt awful. Didn't get to practice, so I'm sitting it out. Sorry.
You're good. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you, dear. You keep sending it. Keep sending it. Full send and all that. Oh, Glenn Campbell. I don't know. I had a big stop. Nelson Rivera as well. Nelson, the cars look fine. Here's what happened getting into the corner. Oh, baby. Oh, they just got into each other a little bit. They're fine. Come on, Nelson. It's all good. Thank you for the reset. Thank you for the 2 months, dear. I appreciate you. And of course, we like seeing everybody succeed. But if you don't feel good, well then, you know what the deal is. Fuller coming to pit road. I'm feeling off about the car. What if he's going to make an adjustment? Kevin King, 12 minutes into this one. Got a 2.6 second lead. The 5,000 I-rated driver pushing. Gruby's going to be the 4,600 I-rated driver out there, the Milwaukee Mustang. Good corner in. Martell's close. He's close in. And Gruby matching the pace of Kevin King currently. 2.6 second deficit here as the lights go down. The sun sets here. And we're going to start seeing these cars push their way into the nighttime. If you have not seen a night race, or if you've not seen things get themselves into or work their way into the nighttime, well, now you're really looking at it. The speed of these cars, insane. Let's put up the dashboard. We'll see what Gruby's doing. 156. Out onto the flat, moving up. There you go. Big shout out for the Dog Box crew, Diesel. Much love to you. 178 into the corner. The Porsche is doing exactly what they're used to here in the GT3 series. Might have to put together a team for the Rolex 24. Don't know what to do about it. I kind of want to run it, even for a little bit. Means I have to work on some I-rating. That's for darn sure. Shop up 1. I know in January we're going to be doing a signature eSports Indianapolis 500. I want to have an off day there somewhere. We're gonna put that together. We're gonna run a 500. Gonna be we're gonna find somebody to do it. I'm getting pretty darn happy with just pretty much everything we're seeing. I'm seeing a lot of. How about Brew? Brew right where she started. In 7th. Going to work that car forward. A little pit bull on side. We had a little bit of, again, apologies about the drop frames. I don't know what's going on with it. I shouldn't have any CPU overloaded. Things are doing it's doing some weird things. It's doing some weird things. If you see it, lag out a little bit, folks. I promise we're not going anywhere. We're gonna have a new CPU here soon. Plus, with a little bit better cooling. We've been chatting with a couple of people about those sponsorships, and we're gonna work on that new CPU very quickly, which is important to me. Battle for second between 3. Amshoff holding on to that second spot right now. 170. Trying to close in 3.2. 174. Kevin King into the braking zone. 75. Bouncing the corner here. Robert's doing a pretty phenomenal job of putting in the time and energy and effort. Any plans for supercars as a league anytime? Also, your baby's still alive on the track at least. Really upset you killed the vet. All trashy on this setup. I get it. I don't know. I as far as me goes, maybe. As far as Sim 500, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see a supercar league. I haven't even called a supercar league. I've driven them, but I have not called them. Good things. Pulling out of the race, Nelson Rivera getting the car worked on back here on pit road. Kevin King leading out here, almost 17 minutes complete of this one. But the gap, only 3.7 seconds. Gruby just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:44.97. As the tires start to work out, he is starting to find himself some pace. Kevin King just I think Kevin's probably just giving himself a little, he's had 4 off tracks, but I think he's just kind of doing his thing. I think he's maybe managing a gap here. We'll see how the race progresses. An hour, a lot longer than just the 30-minute sprints. And right now we're just getting ourselves into that first section. So we'll see the drivers probably run. You see, they're normally running 30% fuel. 30% fuel would have put them on pit road quite a few times. So pretty interesting to see what's happening here. Robert Friery, Corey Wolf duking it out right here. Good battle for 5th between these two. As the Porsche is trying to maximize. A little bump drafting for these two. Corey will look to the inside. Turn 1. Robert dropped to the inside. Corey doing just fine. Drops back to 6, still up 2. Brew still trying to close in. Jonathan Schweikart up 2. Holding on to what he's got in that McLaren. 720 is on. We got some lighting artifacts going on here. That's weird. We may have to adjust some cameras. Might have to do it. Kevin King out onto the back. Martel gets around William Amshaw. So these two falling back just a little bit here. Gruby, 1:45.21, trying to close himself into that race leader of Kevin King. Kevin King will dictate his own pace here. His last lap, 1:45.09. So tires really not showing off here all that much. Kind of a good thing if you think about it. The 19 minutes complete here as drivers go to work. EJ O'Rourke up 3. Koshersberger back here. He's in that BMW running 14th right now. A lot to be said. I would love to see a a supercar series. I think that would be fun. I think it would be entertaining. Bobby Wetzel up 3. Kevin King into the gap. We'll see him roll. Welcome back from the stream there, folks. And sorry about the ad breaks there. They do happen. Progar coming to pit road. As the lights are on, the headlights are on. See who's going to be doing what at what times. Again, they could split this thing into a two-stopper if they want to, but it depends on the setup. Depends on what you're going to be doing. Right now, tires can be a factor. Glenn Campbell just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:46.73. At a 1.7 second deficit for the fast lap, but you know, you can get faster. Progar coming on the pit road. Progar, come on, buddy. I'm rooting for you because you got my favorite paint scheme on. My favorite livery. Hold on, let's not say paint scheme. It's my favorite livery. Right now, Kevin King, your leader. Martell in second. One of the cool things about these cars, you can see the position that they're in on the windshield. Now they're going, 175 to 180 miles an hour. And right now, Martell, 4.6 second deficit. 6.5 back's going to be Jacob here. Kevin King, flat runner with the 145s. Get a little bit of spike issue there. Again, apologies. I really think that it's SDK related. I really do. Yep. Here is. This thing's never been high CPU usage. Rich Swavely on pit road. EJ O'Rourke on pit road as well. Oh, no. Brew had an issue. Oh, just too heavy on the brakes. A little sideways. Good to go. Good save. A little bit of a... All right. Kevin King, your race leader, still 4.8 second deficit here. We'll see if Martell can string together some laps here. He's got to either shortcut the racetrack, which is what you see right there, or he's got to find ways to make up the time on Kevin King. William Amshoff close. Porsches make up the top 3. Gruby's going to be back to 4th. Corey Wolf has had a battle with Robert Friery for a hot minute. They're about 17.5 seconds back right now. It's still pretty phenomenal work going on. Robert Friery running 6th. Right where he started. Good opportunity. How about the smooth criminal? He's backwards there. See what happened to Mr. Robinson. Oh, just too heavy into the brakes. Downshifted. Able to hold the clutch in, though. Himself rolling, so he's good. He's fine. Glenn Campbell jumping to pit road. He had a big issue. EJ O'Rourke, same concept. Oh, turn 1. Called it a day. EJ off track right here. Looks like the car just didn't cooperate with him. All right. Kevin King. No, 24 minutes complete so far. Working on the 25th minute right now as we'll see William Amshoff come to pit road. Glenn Campbell on. EJ O'Rourke on for the tow. We'll see Progar, last driver on the lead lap, 147.55. Trying to do what he can. So Amshoff's going to lose a couple of spots while he's sitting on pit road, but he'll be able to make those back up. We'll see what he is doing. Kevin King, 5.5 seconds to Martel. Jacobs going to be in third. Corey Wolf in fourth. Robert Friery in fifth. Every once in a while, I throw on a league. So that might not be a bad idea. Maybe we do a Supercar series. I don't know what time of day is good for those kinds of series. That's a good question. What time of day do most people run Supercar series? Down to the bus stop area, maximizing the effort. Martel going to keep it close. Good exit right there. Going to continue to use the bottom of the racetrack. Kevin King. Continue to watch his line as we go. Lots of opportunity. Progar up to 13th. Bobby Wetzel's getting the AMG work done. A little bit of damage. Kevin King to pit road. Martel's going to be in second. Ruby brings it in right behind him. Corey Wolf going to be coming around, coming to pit road. Friery coming around as well. Sweetheart. Bruce Silva looking at pit road as well. The seventh place for Brew. And Mike Robinson coming around. If he takes the left-hander here to pit road. Jason LePan. Koshersberger, all right there. That's your third in the point standings right there. We're seeing if tires are going to matter. We're seeing a lot of drivers take tires right now. So Kevin King will leave pit road. That number one pit stall really helping out. Ruby leaving pit road right behind Martel. Robert Friery is sitting on pit road right now. It's going to take the full pit stop. Bruce Silva getting everything she can out of this one. Amshoff coming around will put himself back into that fourth place spot. He'll be up to speed here, but Martel has closed in a second and a half. Now needs to try to keep his eyes on what Kevin King is doing here. Two tires can bite the dust here. Groovy, 0.6 of a second better on the last lap. But made up over a second and a half on to the race leader as well. So did Martel. Martel almost a full second closed in there. So he's got to do more on the racetrack to be able to keep it close for the final portion of this one. Lap traffic has not really been a factor here just yet. Bobby Wetzel, the first driver looking to be lapped here. AMG it sounds beautiful, by the way. I'm just saying. On the front straightaway here. Let's go to one of the car cameras here. Got a throaty exhaust. Similar to the Mustang. Yep. I like it. And the Porsche sounds like a Porsche. Good luck at what's going on. So on exciting. See what these drivers are bringing to us. Corey Wolf up to Schweikart. Takes over 7th. Bruce Silva. A little bit of extra time on the pit stop there. He's going to have to roll full back forward. A little more glow happening at number 36. Here's one of the closest battles you're going to see as well. The battle between 2nd and 3rd right there. Corey Wolf has a battle right here with the 5th place spot. That Mustang trying to do things with that 77 right there. Battle for the race line going on as we hit the halfway mark here. I'm going to take a moment to get some love and some support to all the people that we love and care about out there. We want to thank all of our new Twitch subscribers and Twitch followers out there. We want to make sure we take a big special thank you to each and every one out there that help us succeed, including all the sponsors you see scrolling on the right-hand side. Beef Jerky Unlimited, one of those fine folks that help us out as well. Chop Racing, Bannerwood Racing, and for 2024, we've loved to see every one of these ones knock it out of the park. Kigo the Lunatic, of course, and the design aspects of what he has going on. Dark Horizon Fishing, one of the best fishermen on the East Coast of the United States. And, of course, thinking of Budgie for being our mod pretty much everywhere. And thank you to the wife and the kids and well, everybody. Friary having an issue on 18. Oh, no. He jumped to pit road. Let's back it up right here. Let's see what happened. I wonder if it locked up on him. Oh, it did. Just got sideways. Oh, no. And then jumped back to pit road. He was running around that 5 or 6 spot. William Amshoff goes back to 4th. Corey Wolf going to be in 5th. Schweikart up 4. Swavely up 4. Bobby Wetzel. And that AMG is going to be up 6 spots as he is currently your biggest mover of the race. A great time. A great time. Land Cloud, thank you for following. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody out there on every platform. Much love to you. And for all the shares, all the likes, all the cool things that everybody has going on, I appreciate every bit of it. And all the great aspects of life. You guys are amazing. All right, we'll keep it interesting. We'll throw it on the exciting cam. I'm going to take a hydrate break and, 30 minutes of college straight beautiful racing here at the Daytona road course. Preparations being made. These drivers going at it. I'll be right back in just a moment. Battle for second raging on here. Martel, Ruby going at it. Good little pack racing for him as they continue to press. And we'll see just what these drivers can do. Right now, 4.5 seconds separate Kevin King and Matt Martel. Kevin King maybe looking behind, a tenth off of what he has. Sweetheart had an off track on lap 20. Here's what happened there. He hit the grass. Yep. Up at a pit road. Gonna need some repairs out of that one. Massive, massive racing so far as they go to work. Good looking racetrack, good looking cars, good looking everything they have going on. We thank them all very much for running. This has been a fantastic season of racing, and we're 2 races away from the champion, Kevin King, with a massive lead. A little bit of that traffic just ahead of him. It's going to be Bob. It's not Bobby. That's who is that? Who is that? Just ahead of him. It's Kevin King. And then Nelson Rivera right there in his LARUE AMG, still completing laps. We'll look at the blue flag to your first place car, Kevin King. Right behind has Martel closing in the distance. Wheel hops for both drivers as they try to close in. And now 4 seconds. Kevin King off track. See Martel close in, the closest they've been. Kevin King now has some drivers ahead of him or behind him. Here's what happened. He went to try to break into the zone. Oh, and the 22 just broke early, had to downshift. Kevin King battling for a lucky dog spot there. Martel behind. Ruby on the inside. That's what King wants to see here. He wants to see those two going at it. Ruby to the inside. Now Kevin King having to outrun these drivers. Tires should be fine. Right now, that was their chance to try to get to the back bumper and make a pass there. Now we'll see the 22. Still trying to hold on. Nelson Rivera looking, giving the inside lane to these drivers. Jacob now with an opportunity. We'll see 20.5 minutes left as they come around. Braking zone. We'll see the 3 there to the draft. Trying to pull that number 1 spot back. Heavy brake to the outside. Crossover. Door to door, trying to take the advantage line. Kevin King, battle for the lead. Ruby in tow. The Mustang closed in a ton of time, and these two, as they were managing, the 29 was trying to catch up. He's better in this area right here. Right now, 0.6 of a second. And now they can see what Kevin King is doing and trying to maximize their braking zones. And they're the closest they've been. 21 out of the corner. See the Porsche rolling. And Kevin King's going to try to pull away from these drivers. They have to drop into the corner. Out of sight of the racetrack. Jacob's going to have to really maximize the braking zone here. Martel just behind. Amshoff is trying to close in as well, but he's got about 10 seconds the gap. We see these drivers hit the grass. Off track for Kevin King and Jacob Groovy. To the 2 car closing in 0.4 of a second here. In the draft of Kevin King. And the draft does matter. able to close in and do what he can. We'll look to try to set up turn one. The back bumper out and in. Just back on the throttle. Kevin King's car is just hooked up here and can just throttle up a lot quicker than the Mustangs can. That's something that Martell has been able to do as well. He keeps it close. The top three within a blanket. This is your race here. This is what makes this interesting. Corey Wolf up 3, still working. How about the Smooth Criminal still doing what he's got? Bobby Wessel still on the lead lap. See the leaders just behind him. Bobby can fight for his position here. Kevin King, a little off track there. Nelson Rivera having an off track. Nelson getting another spot here, but giving up the spots to the drivers. Emshoff going around to the outside. 14 spot for Nelson Rivera. Good points. Still points, no matter how you look at it. Quarter second. Keeping them honest. Back straightaway. Turning into the corner. These guys are close. Up and out. Jacob trying to get to the back bumper and utilizing a little bit of the draft as the 29. 65. Gonna do what he can. So is Kevin King. So Kevin King utilizing that speed of what he needs here will put an awkward turn one in for Jacob as they get into the corner. Good braking zone all the way out. 21 to the inside. Martell taking advantage of lap traffic. These guys will drive up and Kevin is going to be able to pull away. That's not what Ruby wanted to see. That's not what Martell wants to see. Martell wanted to make a clean pass there. Couldn't do it. Goshersberger back here. Robinson just behind him. Goshersberger takes over that spot. Just saw that pass happen on the racetrack and on the relative there. As Kevin King still leads over the top three. We're seeing them all work. Rich Swavely coming around in the middle yellow machine. Come on, Rich. Up 5. Brew up 1. Brew still working. Just ran her fastest lap of the race, a 1:45.99 the last time by. But she is just about 3/10 of a second off the lap. She's going to be fine. Might be able to hold on to that spot pretty well. She's about 2 seconds faster than the driver behind her. Able to hold on. Kevin King, 9/10 of a second difference here. And this is where you see Jacob have to close in and just run a smarter lap right now and try to get within that draft of Kevin King. If he loses the draft of Kevin King, it's only going to keep Martell closer. 7/100ths of a second. The corner's so good for the 29. Ruby able to take that corner better and try to close in here. 7/10 of a second here as he gets out near the grass. Here to make the right-hander up through the gears. The 21 trying to keep it close, trying to throttle back up. 8/10 of a second difference here as they hit it. 15 minutes left here, just under 15 minutes left. And you got to think that Jacob is trying to find more speed on throttle. Takes the corner wide there. Better corner for Kevin King. He's going to be able to pull away here. Got a second now. As braking and throttle is so much better for the Porsche on this racetrack. And you can just see it. Jacob trying to do what he can here, trying to maximize the time. Drivers running their fastest laps of the race. Robinson just ran a 1:46.53. That was his fastest lap of the race. Goshersberger just ran a 1:46.44. LePan just ran a 1:46.81. So these drivers getting faster. Top 10 night for Jason here in the old Merca 64. race for second, still on. Martell, if he can hit turn 1 and turn 2. I tell you what, the straightaways, I got to give it to the Fords. They have the speed, but when you get into the technical section of this racetrack, the Porsches just have the better drive off. Again, Martell back to the inside, going to start pulling Kevin. 60 trying to enter that corner as well as he can, and the more that Martell, if he's going to try to make that pass, has got to make it stick. Doing a great job making this race that much more important. Kevin King can probably breathe a little easier because these two, Martell is just trying to get around. He can hit the technical section better than the Mustang ahead of him, but when it comes to the straightaways, Martell's just able to leg it out. And back into the corner. Double breaks into the corner. See the double out. 21 working. And just watch the arrow that that Jacob has here is that much better. Good straightaway speed. Kevin King with the clean air, able to utilize that lap traffic, set these in, and they were close. If the lap traffic wasn't there, we might still be having the same kind of race we were seeing. Right now, Kevin King is cruising here. Martell matched the lap time of Kevin King last time by. This time by, we'll see something just a little bit different. Checking in through your drivers. Again, Nelson Rivera in 13th. Bobby Wetzel is going to be in 12th. Will be first car 1 lap down. Pro car up to 11th, back where he started. Able to maximize the effort. Drivers might think about pit road at some point. We'll see how it fares out, because right now, if they pitted early to make it on speed, their fuel might be coming down to a 1.8 second deficit here. As Kevin King trying to push all the way out to the corner. These drivers doing the same thing. 65, great job there. In technical section, better for the Porsches. Again, the top end speed, just better for Jacob. William Amshoff in 4th. Want to get around Bobby here. We'll see Bobby into the corner. He sees the race leader going by just ahead of him. Everybody doing what they can. 2 seconds the gap between the 29 and the 65. Right now, Martell closes in. We'll see if he can do what he can here to try to carry any speed into the braking zone. The battle for second now between these two drivers. Bump into the corner. Extra braking for the 21. Kevin King closing in. How to do what they can. Be under 10 minutes to go when they cross the line. And they'll go around. Completing their 30th lap. 21 into the braking zone. They'll try to outbrake Jacob here. Will do so. Martell now has to track down. On a level playing field, he's matching lap times with Kevin King. So Matt Martell into the braking zone will try to do what he can here. Did that Mustang give him enough effort on the front straightaway, or on the straightaways, on the back straightaway and the front straightaway, to be able to do more with it? 4/10 of a second difference here between second and third. Amshot. But around the turn 5, turn 6 section. Pushes all the way out. Doing what he can. Kevin King still your race leader. How about Rich Swavely up 5? Doing a great job. Bruce Silva up 1. Maximizing the effort. Doing what she can. Trying to catch Corey Wolf. And now running about a 10th off of what Corey Wolf is doing. But still maximizing what they can. He has her sights set on him. Rich Swavely in 7th. About a 16.5-second difference between he and Kochersberger. Mike Robinson just behind. These two keeping it close. Good battle right here between these two. And how about these three? Jason LePan doing what he can. Mike Robinson off track. Oh, no. Mike gets back up into it. McLaren doing what he can. Progar coming around. He's going to be able to catch some time here. In 10th place is Mike Robinson. Progar right where he started in 11th. Net positive night for him. Kevin King to Martell. Martell into turn 1. It's turn 2 with ease. Up and out. Has to get back into the throttle. He's got to maximize throttle. Utilize all that racetrack. Amshoff to pit road. Under 8 minutes to go in this one. Fuel might be the only marker here that they're going to need. Kevin King, Matt Martell, Ruby coming around. Kevin King up on the NASCAR side of things. 2.9 second deficit. We'll see what Martell can do here. Kevin King just back on the throttle that much more smoothly. Again, Amshoff losing a couple of spots here. Kind of wonder if maybe he got a penalty there, because that's kind of what I'm seeing. Is sitting quite a while on pit road, so possibly a penalty out of that one. He's going to lose 10th to Progar. Progar came out on 19. Might be good to go. Three seconds to gap. Martell working. He might be good on fuel. My math might be wrong. Jacob way out. Losing time. And they're losing a buttload of time. Last time by 0.4 of a second difference on lap times. As Martell was just a touch slower. Gruby, 1:45.23 was his last lap. 0.3 of a second faster than the driver ahead of him. Kevin King coming around. Lap times here just about 1:45. We've ran 30 laps in this hour segment so far, completing lap 31. Kevin King with a breath here, going to do what he can. Need to extend. Corey Wolf in 4th. Bruce Silva up to 5th. Amshoff on pit road. He had to park it. Making it happen. Making it happen. These two duking it out for second. 55 minutes complete. As Kevin King will come around. I wondered about fuel and what they were going to be trying to do. Again, Jacob getting to the same point he was at before with Kevin King. Right behind the post. Again, the technical section belonging to the snappy of the race cars. Get into the gear, hit your spots. The tires on the bottom of the racetrack. Martell is 65 just behind. Bruce Silva sits in 5th. Corey Wolf just ahead. Rich Swavely really doing a great job. 6 spots gained. Jason LePan up 7. Bobby Wetzel up 8 and 11th. Biggest mover of the race right now for the Mercedes. Progar up a spot. Got the Gulf livery on. I like it. Martell and the LaRue Porsche. Then Jacob all over the back bumper. Nelson Rivera still out there completing a little bit more time. Trying to work on maybe another spot here. Nelson in 13th at 5. Ooh, 9. Right there with a back bumper of Bruce Silva. Or not Bruce Silva. Who was that? This Progar. Corey Wolf. Right there to the back bumper, Corey Wolf. That's your 4th place car. AMG doing a great job. Jacob coming around. Looking to do more here. Has the straightaway speed, I'm telling you. Gonna drag Martel back into the braking zone. Turn 1 between these two. Heavy braking area. Corner out, door to door. Advantage to the 21. Again, the drive off for the Porsche. Able to get into the brakes and get into the throttle in the technical flat areas. So much easier than the Mustangs. The Mustangs with so much straightaway speed, it's almost ridiculous. The only car we're not seeing on the racetrack tonight, well, is the Lamborghini. The Huracan not on the racetrack tonight by any driver. Martel, Kevin King, Jacob of 1. We're into the final 2 minutes of this race. We'll at least have one more lap. Martel out of the technical section. We'll see Jacob close the distance here. And Brew doing a good job, 3.2 for the 68. The Mustangs make up 3, 4, and 5. Rich Swavely. First McLaren, then Koschersberger back here in his BMW. Good-looking BMW, by the way. Little Skechers livery on that 46. Got a Mustang trying to track him down to that number 64. Mike Robinson. And the next McLaren, Bobby Wetzel, going to be in that, again, that number 9 black Mercedes. And then, of course, the Gulf livery for Progar in 10th, ahead of Bobby Wetzel. Amshoff on pit road, 6.3 second deficit there. As Nelson Rivera still closing in. He's got his Mercedes. This will be your final lap as the drivers come around. So Kevin King, very comfortable. Time limit will expire. And Kevin King trying to pick up his 6th win on the series. Martel trying to keep the 65 at bay. As they rocket into the corner. 65 out of the outside lane, right there to the 21. Drive off with the 21. The pickup on the throttle. Good when they can. 5 seconds the gap. Now as the 29 hits the straightaway. Martel trying to pick up the throttle a little bit more. 65 will drop into the corner. This is a good way to use the weight of the car to the advantage. Kevin King is not a worry in the world. Can take it nice and calm. Oh, wall tap for him. Don't do that. Comes out of the corner into the final 2 corners of this racetrack. Bobby Wetzel having an off track. But Kevin King picks up the 6th win of the season. Has had a dominating performance all season long. Martel out of the corner for the final time. Kevin King with a win in the 65. Get to the outside and draw him back. Race to the line. It'll be Martel in 2nd. Kevin King ran the fastest lap of the race. The last lap of the race, 1:44.85. It's all good. Oh, Glenn was out earlier. That's okay. Campbell's Corvette's still beautiful. Kevin King gets the win here tonight as drivers continue to finish. Corey Wolf coming around will cross the start-finish line. Had Bruce Silva closing the distance there toward the end, but Corey, phenomenal race. Finishes inside the top 5. Bruce Silva will come around and finish in 5th. 2 spots. Rich Swavely And his McLaren up 6 spots tonight. A great night, great race, great opportunity. Bobby Wetzel will look to finish ahead as well. Bobby up on the outside, running next to the AMG, will finish in 11th. Rich Swavely coming around in 6th. Koshersberger coming around the final couple of corners here as well. As time expires and they cool it down, Jason coming around is going to finish up 7th and 8th. Mike Robinson will finish in 9th. Here comes Chris Progart out of the corner. He will be the final driver that needs to finish, but he finishes in 10th. Going to gain a spot. It's a lot to. That's what we're talking about, learning things. And I think he's got a good feel for this racetrack. And that'll be the tail end of it. Here is your race results. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, sir. I appreciate you. How was your stream, man? We just finished ourselves. It's crazy. Crazy. We're all looking at it, right? Yeah. Welcome in, man. How was your stream? Give you some love yesterday. I appreciate you showing love back, man. Thank you, sir. I absolutely love my raid in. It's literally a pit stop, right? Kevin King's going to get the win. Martell in 2nd. Rudy's going to be in 3rd. Corey Wolf in 4th. Brad Silva in 5th. Swavely, Koshersberger, LePan. And then the smooth operator, Mr. Mike Robinson out at Progar, right behind him. Welcome in. Yeah, go follow my good buddy. We try to roll folks each other's way, and we appreciate it. Bobby Wetzel in 11th, Hamshoff in 12th, Nelson Rivera in 13th, Shriekar's going to be in 14th. Robert Fryery will finish in 15th. And then Glenn Campbell, EJ O'Rourke. I'm sorry, Robert Fryery, EJ O'Rourke, Glenn Campbell, then Justin Fuller, Chikuba, James Smith not in today's race. Diesel, you'll get it next time. So I struggled quite a bit, just didn't have much pace today. I raced earlier and I didn't either. I mean, I had the pace, but the issue was there was some net code between a driver and I when he came down to turn into turn 1, and it took me out. So I was not very happy about it, but those things do happen. And we'll get out there and race some more. But Kevin King, your race winner, in a nail biter there for a moment. That is the wrong thing I want to put up. All right, let's do our thing again. Here we go. There we are. Let's do a little chit-chat. Chat. Chitty chat with some good folks. As we'll talk to him. Kevin King's going to be your race winner, and as he does so, gets his 6th win on the season. But there for a moment was not so nice, and you had a battle on there for a little bit, man. Able to use a little bit of lap traffic. That lap traffic kind of sit to try to stay on the lead lap, but then you had lap traffic that you were able to use the advantage to pull that draft away, so the drivers couldn't stay close. It was a good race, good way to kind of just showcase what you got going on, man. What a race! Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was I've loved this track once I figured it out. I've done so many damn 24-hour races here, and I actually won one last year. So not in GT3s, but I do have a pretty good idea of how to run this track. The part that scares me the most is the bus stop. I don't know. I feel like I give up so much time, and when I try to be aggressive, I feel like I either make a mistake on exit or spin out and wreck. So yeah. Other than that, I think it's just miscommunication between myself and Nelson. He told me to go right when I was already committed left, and I couldn't really do anything there. So no harm, no foul, I guess, in the end. But it was definitely was a little nervous there for a little while because Jake's car was super fast on a straight line. I was like, oh my gosh. So once I got clear to that, because I think thankfully Matt made a move on him, it kind of took him back a little bit, and I was able to kind of get back in my groove and finish it off. But yeah, I had a fun time. Of course, it's always fun winning, but I enjoyed racing those guys when I could.
That's one of the things that I saw, and I was kind of, and forgive me for saying it, I was kind of happy to see the race for the top 3 kind of close back in there for a little bit, because I was like, this shows the difference between a Porsche and a the Mustang. The Mustang, great straightaway speed, a lot of front nose down force. It keeps the wing planted whenever it can be at a draft. But the Porsche in the technical section just drives off so much better on the flat portion of this racetrack.
Yeah, I started with the Mustang thinking like, okay, this is the car I've been running it. I think it should be fast in the straight line, and it was. A buddy of mine just like, hey, just go from the bus stop to the start finish line and see which one's the faster, and start deciding which cars you want to run. And it came down to the Mustang, and actually the Audi was pretty quick for me too. But like you said, once you kind of get in the groove of what the Porsche can do, it's just very forgiving, and you have a lot of grip, and it turns really well, and it stops really well. So um, I took away a little bit of top end speed, obviously, and probably some bus stop. I feel like the Ford got through the bus stop a little bit better than the Porsche did. But the infield section is so important that you have to make sure that you can kind of gap someone and not just focus on straightaway stuff. So it was definitely cool. It's not always fun seeing the same type of cars out there, but the fact that Jake was able to go up there and mix it up with that Mustang, and I think he almost got second there. It was really close. So um, yeah, they're obviously both very fast. I think I just got fortunate with they probably had a bit of a bad quality for each one of them that put them back in the mix of stuff, and I was able to kind of put a little bit of a gap. And once you get out of the draft, it's hard because you don't know if the guys behind you are going to try to push you back up there, or if they're going to say, hey, well, I can go up there and lead this thing, so push me. So just want to kind of get away from that and see if I could pull a gap and save fuel, which I can't. I can't save fuel in these cars, but other than that, I felt like I had a pretty clean race. It was definitely enjoyable. The 60 minutes was wasn't. I didn't even know we're doing 60 minutes until I saw the email today. I was like, oh boy, here we go. So I enjoyed it though. It's definitely fun to go these long races.
Yeah, 30 minutes seems too short. 60 minutes, I don't know. I had a lot to call today, so it was a I don't know. I mean, but I've called the 24, so I've called multiple days of the 24 from start to finish on some on different splits. So, but it makes up for good racing, man. I mean, this is what this is about. This gives good practice for the Daytona 24 coming up on iRacing. You're just, I mean, we're talking weeks. You can count the weeks and probably on two hands now. Yeah, man, good win. Good race. Good race. This was what showcased today. Showcased exactly what the Daytona 24 is going to be about, but also showcased what these cars can do. Some people say the GT3s are in the way of some of the better cars, but I'm going to tell you what, you guys put on a show tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Those guys are obviously very fast at what they do. The GT3 cars do get in the way, but that's kind of the nature of the beast, and it's very hard when you run the 24-hour to kind of or any mixed classes with the GT3 cars where you're having to avoid but keep pace. But the GT3 cars are also out there probably even more of a chaotic situation where they're trying to run their race and be like, hey, you got to go around me because I'm way slower than you.
Mm-hmm.
And not making mistakes and getting someone in front of someone's way there. So definitely respect for all those drivers in those classes. It's not easy to kind of mix it up. It's not as easy as people probably think. But yeah, Daytona 4 is coming out soon. I think that'll be interesting. See what's going on with that. I don't know if we're gonna have that new car by then. I'm not sure, but
I hope we do.
It sounds like we might. I mean, keep pumping it up, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, I just I've had a blast all season long. Unfortunately, I won't be here next week. I have a thing that I have to do for work, so that sucks. But I really had a fun racing these guys. That I don't think they realize. Like I save all my replays and I go and I study stuff that I've done. What can I do better? But I really study other drivers, and Matt and Jacob in there doing their thing and being fast. I'm going back and watching what they're doing, and I'm like trying to pick up everything I little can to try to figure out, am I braking too hard? If I'm not braking enough, I check corner speed. Am I too hard? Am I too fast there? So they definitely helped me study and how to get better. So I definitely appreciate those guys running this league, and of course everyone that put on the league, and you for broadcasting it, because without that it's not as fun. So I'll go back and watch the broadcast, and like I said, I appreciate LaRue for putting it on, and all the guys who were able to come out this season and make it a really fun series.
Well, the way that I see it is, if you're not going to be here next week, I want to say congratulations early. We'll make the official announcement next week, but it'll be a championship in the books for you as well. So congratulations on that. You just have too big of a lead to not say that that's going to be a thing. So if you're missing next week, then congratulations on that as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I figured I was hoping I did, but I wasn't sure. I never really I saw the points a couple weeks ago, but didn't really look into it to see what it was like. But
You have a
you know,
520
it's
point lead. You're okay.
okay. Well, then I think I'm good because I think some guys must have missed races, and I must have not missed a race. So it was fortunate just showing up type of thing. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate every single one of those for coming out. All those drivers coming out. It's definitely been a blast. Like I said, it allows me to do something different than the oval stuff. It allows me to attack tracks that I've never been before, test cars that I've never been driven before, and really trying to figure out like how to be fast and how to be consistent. And I feel like I did a pretty good job against some really stout competition. So, like I said, I definitely appreciate everyone for coming out and supporting this league because there's not a lot of road racing leagues out there that are fun. I think in this one, I felt like was just very laid back and very fun. But you had fast drivers, but you also had respectful drivers, and I think that's the key. So, kudos, like I said, every single person out there that came out this season. I definitely appreciate you guys doing that.
It's crazy. And actually, I just checked the points again. It's updated 741 point lead. So
Okay.
I think he got it. Kevin, much love, man. Give the rest of your shout outs. I know that we got some more drivers to talk to, but victory
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah.
man.
I'll make it quick. Appreciate it. I just want to thank Mitchell DeJong. He was one of the Insights old DWC Pro or PES Pro, as you say. He gives me some insight as to cars, what to run, what to try, and definitely has helped me this season. Gives me a little bit more insight as to what to start off with. So definitely appreciate him. Parker White for giving me some insight as to what cars to run early in the season. Definitely helped me there. But again, I'm just gonna keep rattling off those guys in those series, man. Without the drivers showing up every single week, no series, no league will ever exist. So the fact that they come out every single time is a testament to how much fun they're having. So congratulations, kudos to all of you. Keep it up. And like I said, thank you so much. If it is a championship thing, that's awesome. And like I said, appreciate you too. So thank you.
Kevin, enjoy your weekend, man.
Thank you, buddy. You too.
Kevin King comes home victory lane tonight. P2 tonight goes to Mr. Martell, who had a battle himself and everybody trying to do their thing, showing the Porsches that the Porsches can drive off corners. Man, what a race you had.
Another good race, another race not fast enough to beat Kevin King.
He did just tell me that he's not going to be here next week, just so you know.
Well,
That's not
I
fun.
still want to beat him straight up too.
That's
That's no fun.
That's no fun. That's what I was like, man. It's road Atlanta too, so it's tight. It's like perfect for for the right car. And you, Jacob, Kevin, all having a good battle there. Tried to. I know. When we were watching, when everybody was kind of packed up, you tried to make the turn into turn one, carrying into turn two. Just Jacob just kept inching just a little bit forward when he got into a little bit of that straight. Just having the straightaway speed, but man, you guys could really wheel it.
Yeah, the Mustangs were slippery. I think the Porsche had it on the infield, and I could get good drives out, and then Jacob was just wicked fast through the bus stop, and I guess I wasn't comfortable with that. You could see that through my qualifying result, and I think I lost some time in the beginning part of the race. Not qualifying where I felt like I should have been. Um, you know, Ultimately Kevin had the pace and we didn't. You could see that last lap of the race, he had the fast lap earlier race. So just flat out beat us tonight.
I was saying that he just needed to take it easy for that last lap because he had like a 4-second gap, and then all of a sudden he lays down a burner.
It's a little. It's harder to do that sometimes. You start making more errors than you would like. So yeah, I back it down a little bit, but not too much. So good night. Interesting race here at Daytona. I guess um, good to see everyone up there, different cars battling again, and hopefully we'll have another great race at Road Atlanta.
Going to be fun, man. You guys have been putting on a show. LaRue's been giving everybody the coolness that's going on. You guys going to run the Daytona 24 as a team?
Yeah, we will. Kind of actually during the practice, we were chatting about that. Kind of spearhead myself, Rob, to run some of the endurance races. Had a big win at Fuji. Now we have to do something, win something more than 8 hours.
Mhm.
So we'll try to do Daytona, and might start putting some practice laps in this week and start dialing in a setup. Um, Gosh, these fixed setups are not as good as I'd like them to be, but oh well. That's what equals all of us out.
Yeah, the Open. I was looking at some of the track history facts, right? And the Open setup for the just the GT3 cars are roughly um, about 6 seconds a lap faster, which is crazy.
Yeah, I was drive off, I guess, was my biggest problem tonight. You could see me getting onto Daytona. Jacob and Kevin were able to just kind of squeak away from me there, and I don't know what I was doing there. Saw a little bit the last lap into the first horseshoe. Maybe saw what Kevin was doing, so we'll have to try that with some practice laps this week to see if we have a little bit of time there.
I like it. I like it, Matt. Going to be interesting, and we all know that I will be broadcasting the Daytona 24. That's just something that I do every single year. So we'll have to find you guys in a split.
Great, we appreciate it, and hopefully everyone out there watching, thanks for kind of tuning in while we had this. We'll be running one more race here at Road Atlanta. It won't be broadcasted, but we'll hopefully put on a good, strong finish, and maybe we can get into a second place in points. I don't think I can catch Kevin, even if he's gone. So
Yeah, no,
uh,
no.
we'll
700
we'll let you
point.
go.
No, no, you don't have to let me go. I was going to tell you real quick. I know that you're saying that there's a possibility because the league that I was supposed to start next week, that we had the discussion about ending on the 12th, may not start next week. So there's I'm going to keep everybody informed. You, Nelson, and of course Joey. If it's still possible, I'll probably there's a chance I might still be able to call the race. So I'll keep you guys informed. We're not going to say no. We're going to say there's a chance.
Okay, great. Well, so you're saying there's a chance. Great.
There's a
Well,
chance.
well, we'll look forward to if we are broadcasting. That's great. One way it's going to be a good race, one way or the other.
I mean, I can't not want to do it. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. You guys put on a fantastic season this season. If I don't get the chance to call and things do work out for the other series, then this has been awesome. It's great to get back into the road side of things because I've been missing it quite a bit.
Well, we appreciate the help on your side, and maybe we'll look forward to doing another season down the road.
Somebody mentioned Super Series in chat, just so you know.
Okay, I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah. Or do an IMSA series, do multi-class. Why not? Have some fun.
All right.
Let's make me struggle some more. It's good. No, it's been a great time. It's been fun.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too, man. Have a good night. That is Mr. Martell having a blast there. We appreciate everybody, of course. But let's talk to this guy because his Mustang was the fastest one out there. Not only was it the fastest one out there, but boy, did he show just what these cars could do in the hardest part of this racetrack, which is carrying speed in the straightaway. Man, oh man, technical section, Porsche's kind of went boop boop boop. But the battle that you had with Martell really, really showcased just how important it is to keep things close.
Yeah, he was definitely fast in the infield, but could make a run on him if got a clean bus stop and then try to make something happen in the turn one. I figured I might as well try.
It was it's so hard that these cars are heavy. The Mustangs are, I mean, and they say, there's portions of these race cars that you see. You can just see how nose heavy the Mustangs are. Just the bigger engine sitting where it's at. The Porsche having having a frunk instead and having the engine in the rear of the car. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely that's how it drives. It's like you just have to wait for the front end to come around, and then once it finally does, you got to be a little careful getting back into the throttle too much because chances are you'll probably spin the rear tires. So I think it drives on iRacing a lot like how it does in real life. So that's why I kind of like driving it.
I ain't nothing wrong with it. That's for darn sure. Real quick, Havoc Gaming, thank you very much for the follow out there. I appreciate that. The best part about this racetrack is seeing you guys transition into the nighttime, seeing the lights out there, seeing it sparkle and shine, and you guys have been running in the daytime. Colder temperatures mean faster laps.
Yeah, it was very cool. It's awesome to see how far iRacing has come with, stuff like the weather and the track changing and what the kind of effects that has with the car. So it's pretty cool.
Maybe throw some rain at Road Atlanta, right? No, don't do that. Don't do that. We'll burn all of our PCs. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, speaking of rain at Road Atlanta, that was me about 2 months ago. I was there for a track day. It's my home track. I've been there several times, so I'm looking forward to this race next week. Hopefully, I can get a win there, or at least finish in a podium, because I've got experience there, and I like that track, so I hope to do good there.
Run the Mustang again?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Mustang, and then just see it out through the season. I like driving it, so I might try something different next season.
I like it. I like it. It's been a good looking car. I like the Milwaukee livery. It's right up my alley, right? We like the Detroit muscle and the IMSA style racing here for a GT3 series. Just crazy to see a Mustang out there like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they're so cool in person too. I got the opportunity to see them when they were for the Petit Le Mans here about a month ago, and they have this horse. It's LED. It's on the side of the car,
Mhm.
and at night it just looks fantastic. It's so cool.
We got to get one of those painters out there to do something for that. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's something that the real life cars have that. So iRacing should maybe look into, or I don't know anything about all that paint stuff, but yeah, it'd be nice to see that in the game.
I mean the numbers on the side somewhat glow, somewhat. I'm going to say they're very bright white. So they could make it happen. I mean, let's face it. How many people have been wanting textures to glow on their car for a hot minute? I mean, it's due. I think it's due.
Yeah, especially I don't know when they're gonna release a new like graphics engine and all that. So maybe when that comes, who knows?
Hopefully soon, because I would love to see. Well, I bet about the time the NASCAR 25 releases is where we're going to see our new engine.
Yeah,
I think it's going to go hand in hand with that, just because of the next gen consoles really stepping up, and iRacing thinking about going to the next gen consoles as well, um, which is great, which is amazing, because that means we'll get the chance to have more people out here racing these things. And I know that we've got NASCAR 25 coming out, but I would love to see iRacing on a console service.
yeah, why not? Open it up to more people.
That's right. That's right. And people sitting I mean, we already sit in sim rigs in our living rooms most of the time anyway, so might as well do it. Jacob, much love, man. Congratulations on a P3 finish tonight. I know you gained a spot in the points as well. It looks like I was just looking at that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You still stayed fifth. But hey, you know what? Yeah, it's only because you missed a race. That's it. That's it.
Yep, man. Congrats to Kevin and Matt. It was good fun racing with him. And that's nice when you can come out here and just have a clean battle. So that's fun, no matter where you finish. So
Say what? If you win next week, I'm doing the calculations on some math here. You could pick up one, maybe two spots. Hmm. Hmm. Ideas. Full send, right? Full send. I like it.
I'll come prepared. That's all I can do.
All right, brother. Give shout outs, man. Get a P3 finish tonight.
Yeah, just shout out to Milwaukee for giving me a hell of a Ford Mustang tonight.
Love it, man. All right, brother. Well, if I don't see you next week, there's possibility of the other league starting. We're supposed to start on the 12th. If they don't, then I'll be back, and I'll look forward to seeing it. Either way, I'll probably still get a replay from somebody so I can watch and see what happens, because it was fun.
Yeah, thanks to you, man. Appreciate your coverage. I like your overlays and your coverage of the races. So appreciate you. Thank you.
I keep trying, man. Keep doing what I'm doing. Jacob, much love, man. Go have some fun, and I know we'll see you in the 24. That'll happen for sure.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Have a good night.
Dude, Jacob comes home P3. What a race he had in that Milwaukee. Back again, Mike Robinson, the smooth criminal out there. That's who you are. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Race back at Sim 500. First race back in a few years. That's awesome, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back to the racing surface. You have a beautiful car. I love your livery on your McLaren, by the way. Here, everybody take a look. Little dog box on that as well. Like it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thinking of dog box and all the fine folks out there as well. Thinking of Budgie, thinking of Sim 500. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to be here next week, but I'm not going to say that I am going to be here next week. I am going to say that this has been a ton of fun. And if I'm not back for the Sim 500 final race next week, because we're supposed to be covering the Spring Madness Winter Series, they booked us from the 12th. This series was supposed to end this week, but because of the holiday, they had to move it back, move a race, and then because of, I think it was Thanksgiving, and so they moved that race, and then it put us a week out. So I gave them a deal for 8 to 10 races, and they covered 9, and we're covered on all that stuff. But I definitely want to make sure that we, if we can be here, we're going to be here. So just the right way to do things, and make sure that we're good to go. So we'll see what happens. We'll make sure we make a post, and if they do find somebody to cover the race, we'll at least post the link so you can find out what the if I will know this weekend. So we'll know something before Monday. What's going to happen for next week. I've got to I make the thumbnails on Sunday. We post everything, so I'll have to know something between now and then, and we'll get everything all situated. But Kevin King will be the champion of this series, but we'll absolutely we hate to see him miss the final race. He's getting out there and having fun, and that's what's important. And these drivers look fantastic on this racetrack. So it's been crazy. Tomorrow night we're going to be back with a Chop Shop Racing series. We're going to have a couple of races. We have our and as well we talk about racing. We have our Powder Puff series on Saturday, and then some Chop Shop Xfinity series Saturday night. Sunday, Amp Racing's back at it again, and then we're just going back. We have Toys for Tots on Monday, 87s at Talladega. Then we're just going to continue to go. We have 8 races over 7 weeks, or over 7 days. 8 races, 7 days a week. That's what we call, and then we have some gaming in the middle of all that. So we appreciate everybody being out there. We appreciate all of you. Sorry, there's an ad break right here as well on Twitch. But thank you to everybody for being out there. I can't thank you enough for just being awesome, and just being a part of what we do. Thank you. I'm going to reply to. I'm going to do that. There you go. I can at least reply to it, so that way we make sure it's heard. So we're continuing to grow everywhere. So thank you very much, Nelson. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, Mr. Van Nest. Great broadcast. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you as always. We thank our YouTube channel. We thank everybody for being out there. Stop one lap too soon, says Brogar. Man, you were there, man. You were there. A great run you had. We liked it. I liked seeing what was happening here. I was wondering how fuel was going to work out, if they're going to have to stop early for fuel, or if they were going to try to maximize this and make it a 2 pit stop race. 70% is pretty much there, but I think this field has pretty much been a one stop race kind of thing. So Kevin knocks it out of the park, and we appreciate all the support. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one of those most important factor of life. Because if you don't, well, then you can't be my friend. It'd be nice, folks. Be nice. Be good. See you in the next one. Peace out.